We're going to see a shift in the way that we think about influencer. It's no longer about just being another channel in the mix, and instead it's the channel that drives the mix. What I mean by that is it is possible now through influencer, if you have sufficient scale, sufficient creativity to drive trends. What if you could manufacture demand and capture it through search? What if you could build a strategy that allows you to transcend just social and instead capture everything you're creating, the demand that you're creating through SEO? Okay. This is a completely new way of thinking about influencer, and it's a complete game changer. Because instead of just focusing on influencer driving kind of awareness and consideration, instead you're creating demand for your product, for your service, and you can respond to that demand incredibly effectively. If you drove a trend today, in weeks, months' time, you'd optimized your pages, you'd built a strategy around your website for SEO that really capitalizes on the terms that people are using in their discussions on social, you will win. We have one client that we've been working on a beautiful pilot for, and we have seen some incredible results. This is a complete game changer because where we have optimized pages on their site, we have seen a 14 times increase in revenue. Yeah, I'll say it again, 14 times more revenue on the pages that have been driven, that have been optimized by the content we're producing for influencers. Imagine you've created a need for this audience and you're capturing it predictively. This isn't responding to demand, this is creating it and capturing it. This is a completely new way of thinking about it, and it puts influencer right at the top of the strategic priority list. Number one, influencer has to become a strategic priority for you today. It has to become central to your planning process for every other channel. Create the demand and capture it. Part two is really about nailing the predictive analysis of the influencer content, understanding sentiment. What are people talking about? What are the phrases they're using? What are the keywords that are emerging on social that you need to be understanding and building and weaving into your SEO strategy for tomorrow? Finally, we now need to connect all of that together. You've got an amazing SEO strategy and some amazing demand creation from influencers. There are so many other things here as well. So taking that strategic priority of influencer, how can you really make sure that you're capitalizing on that from a paid search point of view, a paid social point of view? How are you building this into a full funnel strategy that you capture all of the potential demand, not just that appears organically?